They believed the slaves would never fight back. They believed fear would keep them silent forever. But deep inside the forests of Brazil, something dangerous was growing. Not an army sent by kings. Not a rebellion planned in palaces. It was a free nation built by people who refused to be owned. Welcome to Cammy the Story Teller, and this is the story of Palmares. Long ago, Brazil was a land of suffering. Millions of Africans were dragged from their homes, shipped across the ocean, and forced to work on sugar plantations. They were beaten, separated from their families, treated like property. The slave masters believed one thing: that fear would break the human spirit. They were wrong. Some slaves chose death. Others chose endurance. But a few chose something braver. They ran into thick forests, into dangerous lands, into places where slave hunters feared to go. These escapees were called Maroons. And slowly, they began to build something new. Hidden deep in the forests of northeastern Brazil, a settlement was born. It was called Palmares. At first, it was small. A few huts, a few families. But word spread. If you escape, come to Palmares. If you survive the journey, you will be free. And people kept coming. Palmares was not just a hiding place. It became a kingdom. They built homes, farms, roads, defense systems. Men, women, and children lived as free people. They farmed together, protected one another, practiced African traditions. For the first time in Brazil, former slaves ruled themselves. This terrified the slave masters. Among the children born in Palmares was a boy named Zumbi. He grew up knowing only one truth: freedom must be defended. Zumbi became a warrior. Strong, intelligent, fearless. When enemies came, he fought. When leaders doubted, he stood firm. He believed Palmares should never bow. Not to Portugal. Not to Brazil. Not to anyone. The colonial rulers could not allow Palmares to exist. Why? Because it gave slaves hope. They sent soldiers, slave hunters, mercenaries. Again and again, Palmares fought back. They knew the forests. They knew the land. They knew what they were fighting for. For nearly 100 years, Palmares survived. A free black nation in a land built on slavery. But no resistance lasts forever. The enemy returned stronger, better armed, more determined. Palmares was attacked again and again. Finally, the settlement fell. Zumbi escaped and continued fighting, until betrayal caught him. He was captured and killed. His head was displayed publicly, meant to send a message: freedom will not survive. But the message failed. Palmares proved something powerful. Slaves were not weak. They were not passive. They were not broken. They dreamed. They planned. They fought. Palmares became a symbol of resistance. Zumbi became a symbol of courage. Today, Zumbi is remembered as a hero in Brazil. Palmares was destroyed, but its spirit survived. Every fight against injustice carries its echo. Because once people taste freedom, they never forget it. Thank you for listening to Cammy the Story Teller. If you enjoyed the story of the slaves who built a kingdom, don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting stories.